Yo, what's good everyone? OJ here. Welcome to another video. Today, we've got some amazing information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we are starting off with an announcement out of nowhere, and that is Oddworld Stranger's Wrath is officially coming to the Nintendo Switch. And this one's a bit crazy because one, this game is kind of old, but two, because it's never been on a Nintendo system ever. It originally debuted back on the Xbox back in the day, and I played it then because it seemed like the most interesting Oddworld game out of the lot of Oddworld games that there are. I didn't like the other ones with the Abe's Odyssey and all that. I didn't like those games, but this one was actually kind of cool that I played back on my Xbox. So let's get into more information about this game. You're the stranger, a mysterious bounty hunter on a mission to bag the ultimate prize, and you need that money like no one else because there is something very wrong with your health, and the only way to fix it is a very costly operation. However, the nature of your illness remains a secret, and as you find out during the game, for a good reason. In the dusty, underdeveloped wastelands of western Mudos, cantankerous townsfolk find their settlements besieged by belligerent outlaws. Along comes Stranger, a tall, dark, and enigmatic bounty hunter with a mission to capture troublemakers and scoundrels and return them to civilized townships for incarceration. But Stranger is keeping a secret and needs expensive surgery to survive. In his quest to earn enough moolah, Stranger reluctantly accepts the ultimate bounty from an owner of the Mongo River, and suddenly his adventure takes a very different turn. Here are the key features of the game. So you have fire live ammo, launch critters at your enemies, distract them with chippunks, encase them in bolemite webbing, or destroy them with sting bees and explosive bats. Accept missions from the bounty store and talk to neurotic townsfolk to learn where your bounty can be found. First/third-person gameplay, and thank you so much for that. I did not know there was a third-person mode, but there is a third-person gameplay mode apparently. So there's Easter eggs, unlockables, 35 achievements, and 3 different difficulty modes. And once again, this has never appeared on a Nintendo platform, so to see it come over is actually pretty cool. And like I said, when I first got my Xbox back in the day, this was actually one of the games that I played. I think it was like on a demo disc first, and then I ended up buying the game later, like cheap, like at GameStop or whatever it was, and it was super fun to play. I never beat the game. I think I played like the first couple hours, and then I just didn't play it anymore for whatever reason. I think like I started playing Jade Empire or something like that. Another game came in, I never played it before, I never finished it, then not even sure where the game went after that. I might have sold it back or something like that, but either way, I'm happy that it's coming over to Nintendo Switch. More game announcements is never a bad thing. This was kind of a big deal back on the Xbox. I know Microsoft really pushed this game on the original Xbox, that is, guys, and this game has been re-released on so many different platforms. We've seen it on like the PS3, PS Vita. It's been all over the place, but never on a Nintendo platform. So to see it finally come over is actually really cool. Older game, but still one of the most iconic games, at least I remember from back then, because people were talking about it quite a bit. Don't know how it did, but I know that it went over to a lot of different platforms and people have fun with it, especially if you like the Oddworld like franchise and all of that. It's pretty cool to have all the different live ammo and stuff that you can do within that world kind of come to life. So the game will be playable at EGX 2018 next weekend. So if you are there, make sure you check out Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. And it's great to see more of the older classics come over to the Switch, because I think that classics like this, especially from the 5th and 6th generation, I want to see all of them come over. If they can make enhanced versions of all of the cool games from the 5th and 6th generation, I'd be completely happy and not need to play any of the newer games. When it comes to third-party titles, I would just love the 5th and 6th generation games, enhance them, remaster, remake them. I'd be completely fine. Like old Xenosaga, bring that over too while you're at it, guys. Like seriously, the 5th and 6th gen is where it's at when it comes to a lot of the third-party games. But that's just my opinion. Happy to see Oddworld come over. So what do you guys think about Oddworld Stranger's Wrath coming over to Nintendo Switch? Are you guys going to pick this one up once it does launch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the next topic here. This one is very exciting because the creator of Custom Robo has announced a brand new game for the Nintendo Switch called Synaptic Drive. So Japanese developer 1000 Games has announced Synaptic Drive, a competitive 3D shooting game for the Nintendo Switch directed by custom Robo creator Koji Kenjo. Here's an overview of the game via the official website. So Synaptic Drive is a highly strategic one-on-one competitive shooter where you can choose from a variety of characters, weapons, and settings. Our goal is to develop a game of a high enough quality to be chosen for esports competitions. Now, 1000 Games is currently seeking publishers and business partners for Synaptic Drive and will exhibit the game at Tokyo Game Show 2018 from September 20th to the 23rd in an indie game area 9-B58. So this is actually really cool because Nintendo is going to be going to Tokyo Game Show too. So if Nintendo and 1000 Games and maybe even another partner, Marvelous or something like that, can all kind of come together, maybe they can get something done to make sure that this game gets promoted, gets the funding that it needs and everything. But they're going to exhibit the game, so they already have enough for like an alpha or beta build for people to play, for publishers to see, and to see if it's going to be up to snuff or if there's potential, if it needs some more time, what type of resources do they need. And I'm completely down for this because Custom Robo would have been like an indie game almost back in the day, or kind of what you saw as that. It wasn't the most high budget game. There was definitely games that looked better on the GameCube that Nintendo published and funded. It was like an indie game, but back then there wasn't the indie moniker or label when it comes to certain things. You just had developers that went out there and exhibited their games, and then a publisher would pick it up. Whereas now at this point, you can actually self-publish on there. So I'm really hoping that Synaptic Drive picks up some steam. I think it looks really cool. And if you're looking at some of the mech games coming to Switch, this is awesome because we have Damon Cross Machina coming out next year, and then if this game comes out as well, you've got your Gundam and you've got your custom RoboFix one-on-one shooter type of game with the modern engines and graphics and what developers can do today. I think that we can get a really cool, not in actual name custom Robo, but in spirit and heart custom Robo. So we'll see what happens with this game, and maybe there can even be more that comes of this game and this story with Nintendo's involvement. So Nintendo is going to Tokyo Game Show, like I said, for business, so we'll see what happens there. So what do you guys think about Synaptic Drive coming to Nintendo Switch? Probably going to be like a 2019 or 2020 game. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final topic here, we have a really cool announcement for the Nintendo Switch and PC, and it is a Taipei set anime style action game called Dusk Driver, and it's coming out spring 2019. So Taiwanese publisher JFI Games and developer JERA Games Studio have announced Dusk Driver, a new action game for the Nintendo Switch and PC via Steam, set in Taipei's Ximending neighborhood, and I hope I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. It will launch in spring 2019 officially. So here are some of the details of the game. So Dusk Driver depicts the adventure that unfolds when protagonist Yang Yumo, a seemingly ordinary high school girl, gets caught in a strange incident while shopping with friends in Taipei's Ximending neighborhood. Ximending is one of the fashion trend-setting areas of Taiwan, as well as a popular spot for sightseeing. Starting at Ximen MRT Station Exit 6, the game reproduces the distinctive streets of Ximending with an anime touch to create a familiar yet somewhat mysterious world. The reason the development team chose Ximending as the game's setting is not only because it is a popular tourist spot, but also because it is where an ancient Taipei castle once stood, where various stories have been cultivated over a century, and because it is a special town where traditional and modern and culture and fashion intersect. In order to create a bustling Ximending within the game, the development team has gone through the town many times over and tried its best to grasp as much of its characteristics and atmosphere as possible. You guys are checking out this reveal trailer. Not much is shown there, but it does look like my style of game. You have a bunch of different protagonists here. They all look really cool, the main character. This is great. Love to see new announcements for the Nintendo Switch. We got a number of them right here in this video. Love to see developers kind of come together, even some of the smaller ones, and make these cool style of games. games. As many of you guys know, I'm a huge fan of like anime and action games. I do like custom Robo and stuff like that. So to see these type of games come to fruition for the Nintendo Switch and then being announced for the Switch first, more so than other consoles, is actually really cool. So what do you guys think about Dusk Driver, Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, and a new custom Robo style game, Synaptic Drive, all being announced for the Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.